Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into the history of one of the most eventful countries, Ukraine. A nation whose borders have changed multiple times throughout history and is currently facing one of the most complex political and military crises in the world. But how did Ukraine get here? Why have its borders constantly shifted? And most importantly, what does the future hold for Ukraine? Stay with us until the end of the video, and don't forget to comment on what you think Ukraine's future will be. The first major Slavic state, which laid the cultural, linguistic, and historical foundations of Ukraine, Russia, and Belarus, was Kievan Rus, which existed from the 9th to the 13th century. In the 13th century, the Mongols invaded this land, leading to the collapse of Kievan Rus. After the fall of Kievan Rus, western Ukraine came under Polish and Lithuanian rule, while eastern Ukraine gradually fell under the influence of Tsarist Russia. By the late 18th century, the Russian Empire had gained control over most of Ukraine, fully incorporating it into its territory. After the Russian Revolution of 1917, Ukraine briefly became independent but was eventually incorporated into the Soviet Union in 1922. During World War II, Ukraine suffered massive destruction and was occupied by Nazi Germany, but later rejoined the Soviet Union. Following the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, Ukraine emerged as an independent country, inheriting significant economic and political challenges. After mass protests in Ukraine led to the fall of the pro-Russian government, Russia took the opportunity to annex Crimea into its territory. This move triggered international sanctions against Russia and marked the beginning of a serious crisis between Ukraine and Russia. Following the Crimea crisis, conflict erupted in eastern Ukraine, with the regions of Luhansk and Donetsk becoming battlegrounds for civil war. In February 2022, Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, occupying large areas of the country. This war has deeply affected Ukraine's borders and displaced millions of people. Scenario 1: Ukraine fully regains its territory. Some experts believe that with continued Western support and strong resistance, Ukraine could reclaim all occupied territories. This scenario depends on sustained military and economic aid from the West and the resilience of Ukrainian forces. Scenario 2: Ukraine is divided. Some analysts suggest that the war could end in a peace agreement, in which parts of eastern Ukraine would be ceded to Russia. This scenario mirrors the Crimea situation, where Russia permanently annexed the region. Scenario 3: a prolonged stalemate. Some believe that the war could last for years without a clear winner. In this case, Ukraine and Russia would be trapped in a long-term, exhausting conflict. Ukraine's history has always been full of changes, and today, it faces one of its most critical moments. But what will happen next? Which of these scenarios do you think is most likely? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming videos.